So at 24, I was diagnosed with Graves' disease, which is an overactive thyroid, causing me to be very hyper, fast heart rate, a lot weakness. And so I was prescribed a drug called PTU. It was required for me to take it 3 times a day, 3 pills 3 times a day. So it was an awful drug. It gave you a horrible taste in your mouth and made you not want to eat. And consequently, it was also a drug that interfered with child development. So you couldn't have a child while you're on that disease without them developing metabolic diseases. I think it's called cretinism, and it's a severe mental retardation, developmental disease that we've kind of cured in this day. But if I would have tried to have a child under the circumstances before I got rid of my thyroid, it would have been pretty bad for my family. So I was given an option where I could have my thyroid removed because I had gotten married and we wanted to have children. And they said I could either have my thyroid removed via surgery or I could take radioactive iodine 121, and that would slowly destroy my thyroid, and then I would take artificial thyroid for the rest of my life. So I chose, being the scientist that I am, to go to the radiation lab at UCSD, which was in the bottom floor concrete room, to take my dose of radioactive iodine, which would destroy my thyroid. It was in a crazy day, and I'd never been in a radioactive environment before, but concrete floors, in hazardous waste signs everywhere. And I went to the basement and met a guy in a radiation suit, and he proceeded to give me a glass of water and a horse tablet that he had pulled out of a freezer, and I swallowed it. For the next 3 weeks, I had never felt anything quite like that before, but I was radioactive. I had taken some time off of teaching so that I wouldn't hurt anybody, and after about 3 weeks, I went back to school to make sure I was safe, and we got the Geiger counter out, and I couldn't even walk in the classroom without setting the Geiger counter off, so I took a couple more weeks off. But the good news was that my thyroid was destroyed successfully, so I never have to worry about thyroid disease in my life and the other consequences of Graves' disease. Then I take artificial thyroid every morning. It's 1 tablet. It doesn't cause any side effects. I was able to have 2 children, both healthy, wonderful kids, and learn a lot about radiobiology and pharmacology and how we can treat diseases using radiation in a good way, which is pretty exciting for a science teacher.